What is up, gamers? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Psycho Gamer. I'm your host, Aubrey, and we are bringing you some of the news from E3 for Arcade1up. So, if you haven't been paying attention, E3 is alive and well, and Arcade1up has unveiled 3 of their main cabinets. Technically 4, but you can only find 3 of them on their actual website right now. We're going to talk about those games right after this. So before you go away, though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe and turn on those post notifications, guys. This is going to be a hot one. Right on back. All right. Welcome back, guys. Like I said, we are going to be talking E3 today. We're going to be talking about Arcade1up. We're going to take a look at the games that they have announced just the past few days. Like I said, E3 is going on as we speak, unless you watch this video later on. But Arcade1up has announced a few extra games that they are going to be releasing later on this year. And some of them they're going on pre-order starting next month. Which titles are those? Well, we're going to switch over into my desktop here. We're going to take a look at those right this second. All right. You are seeing 3 out of the 4 games that were revealed, not necessarily leaked, because that, I think, is the other one we're going to talk about. First thing we are going to see the Miss Pac-Man Galaga Class of 1981 arcade machine. Now, this is one title that I have been wanting them to release for quite a while. Now, when we just recently saw that they are going to be releasing a countercade version of Pac-Man as well as the Galaga 81, it made me wonder, are they going to release the actual Miss Pac-Man and Galaga versions? And here we are. As you can see, they have actually answered our pleas and our cries. Yes, many of you, I know it's a Pac-Man game, but for me, I actually personally liked Miss Pac-Man much more than I liked the actual Pac-Man game. I don't know what it was. I don't know if because it was a little bit faster or if it just looked a little bit better in terms of colors and brightness, but I just preferred that game in general. We're not going to go over every single game on each of these cabinets because I'm going to make individual videos for each of these where we are going to take a look at these particular cabinets a little more in depth. So hopefully you guys are going to stick around, and I'm going to give my 2 cents on these particular arcade cabinets. Now the next one we're going to take a look at here is you got the Street Fighter II Big Blue arcade machine. There are a lot of games on this particular machine, especially compared to many of the other ones that have been released. Now, I did do a video on this one as it was kind of leaked a few weeks ago. So hopefully you guys have seen that. If you haven't, I will try to link that right up above me here so you can take a look at it. So, in my opinion, this cabinet could look better. Now, I know the actual arcade machine was quite a bit bigger, and it actually was a little more full. So, I don't know how this is really going to look for some people's arcades, or how I don't know how this is going to look in some people's arcades. It does look like it's going to be a little bit taller, which, you know, when I do my in-depth video, we're going to take a look at the actual measurements of this particular cabinet and how tall it's going to actually be, because I think it actually is supposed to be a little bit taller than some of the other cabinets. But as you see, there are the 2-player controllers there. It looks kind of thin, even comparing it to the Miss Pac-Man control deck over here. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Now, it does look like there is going to be a lot of headroom here, unlike ones like the Ninja Turtles in Time over here. But if you notice, there's going to be 2 speakers there, so it's going to have stereo sound, which I think is really good compared to some of the other games out there that are only going to have a single speaker. Now, the last one we have here is the Ninja Turtles in Time arcade machine. So a lot of people missed getting the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle arcade machine, like you see back behind me. So this is going to give them the opportunity to actually buy this cabinet once again. So far, it's looking like there's only going to be the exact same 2 games that were on this machine, but supposedly, there's supposed to be an extra game that's going to be included on there. At least that's the rumor going around. So these 3 cabinets that they've got on their website, they are looking like they're going to be really good. You are going to have people out there that are the haters, that are going to hate how these cabinets look. Oh, it's cheap wood, it's cheap wood. Unfortunately, these prices are probably going to be around $500 to $600 for each of these cabinets because of the cost of lumber going up on wood, and many of the electronic components have gone up in price. So in terms of, do they need to make more money? They're probably going to have to offset that to make it where it actually is going to be more beneficial for them in a financial way. So the last one we're going to look at was on the Arcade1 website, but it was taken off not too long after. Now, there were a lot of people that already did screenshots and posted them. So the last one that we are going to take a look at is going to be the Simpsons arcade cabinet. Now, this was something I also did a video on when that list got leaked and a couple pictures were leaked just a few weeks ago as well, much like the Street Fighter II Big Blue arcade cabinet. So now that is a game that a lot of people have been looking forward to. Now this game was put on the Arcade1up website, but I think they jumped the gun on putting it out there and kind of leaked it to everybody. Why? Well, they yanked it off their website pretty quickly, but there were people that managed to get screen grabs of the actual system as well as get the specifications for the cabinet as well. The cabinet specifications are going to be fairly similar to any of the other 4-player machines that Arcade1up has actually released. When you go over to websites such as TheVerge.com and also GamingTrend.com, they have pictures of the actual cabinet that came from the Arcade1up website. So is this going to be a great game? I think it's going to be an amazing game. Yes, it is a beat 'em up. It is 2 buttons to play the games. Now, if you notice, there is a trackball there. Apparently, Simpsons Bowling was supposed to be on there, but it has been removed. I don't know if it has to do with licensing or what the issues were with that. But unfortunately, that is not going to actually be on this particular cabinet. So say Arcade1up. That could change last minute. It may be right, but this could be a good option for them to put another game on here, such as maybe Sunset Riders. But supposedly there is another game that they're going to toss on there, which they will announce at a future date. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. I'm looking forward to doing a video for each of these other ones. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe and turn on the post notifications. And as always, game on.